Friends, if you want to watch super hit movie, Hello Love Again. In English then, you must like this video if you are visiting our channel for the first time. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Friends, in today's video, the movie we're going to talk about is called Hello Love Again. We will talk about what this movie is and where you can watch it, all the interesting facts about this movie. In today's video, I'm going to tell you. I am also going to give you all the information on which OT platform or on which satellite channel you will get to watch this movie. Also, we will talk in detail about the technical department, music department, pre-production filming, post-production budget, box office collection of this film. We will also talk about the story of this film. And I will also give you a small review of the story of this film. Apart from this, we will discuss about the facts of this film storyline, star cast, actors' performance in the film, and which character has played which role. That's why I request you friends to watch this video till the end, so let's start the video. Hello, Love Again is a 2024 Philippine romantic drama film directed by Kathy Garcia-Sampana from a script by Carmi Raymundo and Hazel San Miguel. Filmmaker Olivia Lamason is credited among the story writers. A sequel to the 2019 film Hello Love Goodbye, it stars Kathryn Bernardo and Alden Richards, alongside Joross Gamboa, Valerie Concepcion, and Jenica Garcia. The first major co-production by Star Cinema and GMA Pictures, two film studios from rival media companies. The film was theatrically released in the Philippines on November 13, 2024. The film received positive reviews from critics. Cast Kathryn Bernardo as Joy Marie Fabregas, a nurse working in Canada who previously worked as a domestic helper in Hong Kong. Alden Richards as Ethan Del Rosario, a bartender in Hong Kong. Joross Gamboa as Chim Gabriel. Valerie Concepcion as Jambi. Jenica Garcia as Baby. Ruby Rodriguez as Amy. Jobert Austria as Tito Lino. Mark Labella, Mark. Marvin Aratranco as Marvin. Wendy Froberg as Martha. Kevin Kreider as Uno. Jeffrey Tam as Carlo Nicolas. Lido Pimentel as Mario Del Rosario, Ethan's father. Jameson Blake as Edward Del Rosario, the younger brother of Ethan. Kakai Bautista as Sally Daraga. Lovely Abella as Gina Marikit. Maymay Entrada as Mary Dale Fabregas, the cousin of Joy. Anthony Jennings as Eric Del Rosario, another younger brother of Ethan. Wilbert Ross as Joey, the younger brother of Joy. William Lorenzo as Celso Fabregas, Joy and Joey's father. Production, development. During Hello Love Goodbye's theatrical release, lead actor Alden Richards and director Kathy Garcia Molina, now Kathy Garcia-Sampana, expressed openness to working on a sequel for the film, despite the latter's confirming plans to retire from directing to focus on her family, with lead actress Kathryn Bernardo expressing similar sentiments on a potential sequel. On May 19, 2024, American news website Deadline confirmed that film studios Star Cinema and GMA Pictures will be collaborating together for the first time in developing the film, with Bernardo and Richards reprising their respective roles as Joy and Ethan. Garcia-Sampana was hired to direct the film's sequel and is targeting for a November 13, 2024 release in the Philippines. The film's sequel centers on Filipinos in Canada. Screenwriters Carmi Raymundo and San Miguel narrate Bernardo and Richards' blooming romance amid their hardships and challenges as OFWs. On May 19, 2024, ABS-CBN and GMA executives held a joint press conference of the upcoming film, showing the start of the movie collaboration between the two media companies. Filming, mid-June, actor Joross Gamboa, who is also a cast of the prequel movie Hello Love Goodbye, shared photos and videos in social media with fellow actors Alden and Jeffrey Tam in Hong Kong for the shooting. Principal photography commenced on July 26, 2024, in Calgary. Filming wrapped up on August 24, 2024. Marketing. On September 25, 2024, Star Cinema, through its social media platforms, shared the movie's first teaser, which garnered more than 10 million views in the first 6 hours after its release. On October 5, 2024, Star Cinema held a mall show at Ayala Mall's Solinat in Laguna as part of its Hello Again tour. The film's official poster was also revealed at the event. During their second mall show for the Hello Again tour, held on October 8, 2024, at Vista Mall's Taguig, the film's official trailer was first released. The trailer had more than 11 million views in 14 hours after its release across social media. Release: Hello, Love Again debuted in 656 cinemas nationwide on November 13, 2024, setting a new record for the widest release of a Filipino film. Midnight screenings were also held in various cinemas across the country. A day before its general release, a red carpet world premiere was held at SM Megamall and was attended by the film's cast and crew members, including the lead stars Kathryn Bernardo and Alden Richards, and director Kathy Garcia-Sampana. The event was also attended by the celebrities and executives of ABS-CBN and GMA, including Annette Gozon-Valdez, Carlo L. Cadigbak, Corey Vidans, Jack Roberto, Barbie Forteza, and Julia Montes. After the successful first-day run, Star Cinema released the film in 1,100 cinemas worldwide, a first for any Filipino film. Reception: Box office. Hello, Love Again earned 85 million ni on its first day, setting the record for the highest opening day gross for a local film and surpassing the Super Parental Guardians 2016. On its second day, the film earned an additional 70 million in box office receipts, making it the fastest local film ever to surpass the 150 million mark. And by its third day, the film had earned 245 million, the fastest local film to surpass the 200 million mark. The movie also set the record for the largest opening weekend ever for a Filipino film in the United States and Canada, earning a total of $2.4 million and finishing in 8th place. As of November 17th, the film earned 520 millions in the domestic box office. As of November 18th, 2024, the film earned 566 millions in the Philippines. Both Bernardo and Richards announced that part of the film's proceeds would be donated to victims of typhoons that struck the Philippines at the time of its release. Critical reception. Vikram Murthy of IndieWire gave Hello, Love Again a mixed review, grading it a B. He stated that in spite of its earnestness, the film exhibits something of a split personality by awkwardly moving between cutesy soap operatic romance and an unsparing, oft-devastating portrait of the myriad hurdles facing foreign workers. Bernardo and Richards' scenes together can feel unfocused solely because they're needlessly drawn out. Plus, the various plot complications that hinder their inevitable reconciliation, like a half-forgotten love triangle or Joy's impulsive decision to accept Ethan as a common-law partner, generally feel like caricatured dramatic obstacles. Jason Tan Liwag, writing for Rappler, praised the film's acting, editing, and cinematography while criticizing its portrayal of the Filipino community in Calgary as underdeveloped. ABS-CBN Films and GMA Pictures' romantic drama Hello, Love Again achieved a milestone opening weekend of $2.4 million across North America, setting a new record for Philippine cinema in the territory. The sequel to 2019's Hello, Love, Goodbye surpassed expectations, with its opening weekend earnings already exceeding the entire North American run of its predecessor, which earned $1.99 million. Released by Abramorama in partnership with AJMC, the film secured the widest release ever for a Filipino production, playing in 248 locations across the U.S. and Canada. The romance, which reunites stars Kathryn Bernardo and Alden Richards, posted a strong per-screen average of $9,722. The film follows Joy Bernardo and Ethan Richards as they reconnect in Canada 5 years after parting ways in Hong Kong, navigating their changed lives and rekindling their relationship. Directed by Kathy Garcia-Sampana, who also helmed the original film Hello, Love Again, was written by Carmi Raymundo and Crystal S. San Miguel, based on a story they developed with Olivia Lamison. The film was produced by Kukay Labayen, with executive producers Chris Gasman, Annette Valdez, and Carlo Cadigbak. The marketing strategy, developed by AJMC, Amaret Jones Media Consulting, targeted Filipino-American audiences while expanding reach to broader Asian American, Hispanic, and general audiences. The campaign utilized social media content customized for North American viewers and the fan base of the leads, alongside partnerships with ABS-CBN's TFC and Cinema One platforms. Evan Saxon, president and head of international distribution at Abramorama, said, Hello, Love Again has made history as the highest-grossing film from the Philippines, with an unprecedented cinema rollout across North America, positioning it to become the highest-grossing Filipino film ever released in the region. Abramorama is proud to partner with ABS-CBN on this landmark release. Led by Joe Gorell, who developed a data-driven distribution strategy, we achieved impressive grosses and per-screen averages while highlighting to our exhibition partners the power of a vibrant audience they may have underestimated. This success underscores the immense potential for expanding cinema's audiences through multicultural and event-driven content. We are thrilled to share Hello, Love Again with U.S. and Canadian audiences, said Chris Gasman, head of ABS-CBN Films. The film's themes of cultural pride, love, and personal growth have resonated deeply, making this release a significant milestone for us. The collaborative marketing efforts have helped bring this story to a diverse audience, further cementing its place as a cultural moment. Hello, Love Again review. Upon release in 2019, the romantic drama Hello, Love, Goodbye was the highest-grossing Philippine film of all time. It was surpassed by the time-traveling romance Rewind earlier this year. Directed by Cathy Garcia-Molina, the film chronicles the struggles of overseas Filipino worker Joy, Kathryn Bernardo, who wishes to earn enough money as a domestic helper in Hong Kong so she can move to Canada for better employment opportunities. She eventually meets the cocky but sweet bartender Ethan, Alden Richards, whose growing affection for Joy puts an end to his wayward womanizing. The two bond over their respective familial woes and professional dreams as expats with fluid conceptions of home. Before Joy departs for Canada, they confess their love and promise to meet again, fulfills the promise that Joy and Ethan made to each other, but predictably not without its share of complications. Primarily set in 2024, Hello, Love Again presents Joy as a confident, successful caretaker living in Calgary. In between studying to become a nurse and debating a move to the United States, she helps secure domestic cash jobs for other members of the Filipino community who attempt to transition from temporary to permanent Canadian residence. Joy's relatively comfortable status quo becomes disrupted when Ethan re-enters her life after their relationship fell apart a few years prior. Much like Hello, Love, Goodbye, Hello, Love Again has made box office waves by setting the record for the biggest opening for a Filipino film in the United States and Canada. It earned an impressive $2.4 million during its first week, which exceeds the earnings for the entire North American run of Hello, Love, Goodbye, in part because its distributor secured the widest release ever for a Filipino production. Who would have thought that providing supposedly niche audiences the access to watch so-called specialty entertainment in theaters would be a profitable enterprise? At least superficially, Hello, Love Again offers something for everyone. Stirring romance, politically tinged drama, and shots of Calgary that resemble a regional tourist board's wet dream. In execution, however, the film exhibits something of a split personality by awkwardly moving between cutesy soap operatic romance and an unsparing, oft devastating portrait of the myriad hurdles facing foreign workers. Garcia Molina visually underlines this narrative disparity by lighting the non-dramatic scenes like a romantic comedy while bathing any serious moment in darkness, if only to ensure that audiences' emotions are appropriately primed in every single moment. The lighting strategy complements the narrative structure of Hello, Love Again, which alternates between Joy and Ethan's rocky reunion in the present day and flashbacks to their COVID-era dissolution. In 2020, Ethan decided to leave his successful Hong Kong bar behind and join Joy in Calgary. But when the sudden onset of the pandemic severely impacts prospects for overseas workers, whose status in Canada was already tenuous, Joy and Ethan buckle under financial and professional pressures. Joy tries to make the best of being a caretaker for the elderly, but Ethan balks at the idea of cleaning rich people's toilets or working as a busboy, especially considering that he's a business owner back in Hong Kong. The stress-induced wedge between the two young lovers only widens when Ethan's father contracts COVID, which forces Ethan to leave Canada and Joy, behind. In many ways, the strengths and weaknesses of Hello, Love Again resemble those of a mainstream Hollywood picture. Maybe its box office success shouldn't have surprised anyone. Hello, Love Again, the widest domestic release for a Filipino film, now holds a record for the highest opening weekend for the same, with $2.4 million and a number 8 spot. Jesse Eisenberg's A Real Pain crossed $3 million at the box office following its expansion to more than 1,000 theaters in week 3. landing at number 9 with a $2.3 million gross. Eisenberg stars with Kieran Culkin. Anora is at number 10 at $1.8 million on 1,500 screens in week 5 with a cum of $10.5 million. All We Imagine as Light by Payal Kapadia had the best ever opening for Sideshow and Janus Films with $51 on 3 screens in Y and LA, Film Forum and Film at Lincoln Center in NYC, and Laimel Royal in Los Angeles. Demand outstripped supply on both coasts with multiple sellouts at all 3 locations. Hello, Love Again is a great marketing story as Abramarama, in collaboration with AJMC, Amaret Jones Media Consulting, released the romantic drama in 248 locations across the US and Canada. ABS-CBN Films and GMA Pictures' sequel to Hello, Love, Goodbye, starring Kathryn Bernardo and Alden Richards, saw strong turnout and engagement across key markets driven by a robust campaign by AJMC designed to engage core Filipino-American audiences while broadening its appeal to Asian American, Hispanic, and general moviegoers. That included a highly targeted social media strategy was employed, featuring scripted content tailored for North American audiences, fan engagement initiatives, and grassroots outreach. The campaign leveraged the strong fan base of Bernardo and Richards, along with strategic partnerships with platforms like ABS-CBN's TFC and Cinema One, creating a cohesive push across digital and social media. Veteran Joe Gurrell developed a data-driven distribution strategy, said Abramarama's Evan Saxon, president and head of international distribution, with the rollout highlighting to our exhibition partners the power of a vibrant audience they may have underestimated. This success underscores the immense potential for expanding cinema's audiences through multicultural and event-driven content. Bernardo and Richards reprised their characters. Joy and Ethan and Cathy Garcia-Sampana returned to direct the sequel set 5 years after Joy says goodbye to Ethan in Hong Kong to pursue her dreams in Canada, where the two reunite. Written by Carmi Raymundo and Crystal S. San Miguel, from a story by Raymundo, San Miguel, and Olivia Lamasan. New openings. G-Guide's animated Ghost Cat Anzu open 158 to other 328 locations. All We Imagine as Light, Payal Kapadia's Cannes Grand Prix winner, will begin a national rollout next week with expansion to Chicago, Philadelphia, Dallas, San Francisco, and San Diego. Opens theatrically in India next weekend as well. The first Indian film to premiere at the Cannes Film Festival in competition in 30 years has gone on to become one of the most acclaimed and best-reviewed films of the year. Sideshow Janus Films are running a major awards campaign, which kicked off with Gotham Award nominations for Best Director and Best International Film. International films are not eligible for Best Picture. Holdovers, Sony Pictures Classics, The Outrun, starring Saoirse Ronan, grossed 27.4K on 167 screens in Week 7, back up from 19 last week, for a cum of 940.5K. The Substance continues in 119 theaters for $136.8K weekend, crossing $66.4 million worldwide. Upon release in 2019, the romantic drama Hello, Love, Goodbye was the highest-grossing Philippine film of all time. It was surpassed by the time-traveling romance Rewind earlier this year. Directed by Cathy Garcia Molina, the film chronicles the struggles of overseas Filipino worker Joy, Kathryn Bernardo, who wishes to earn enough money as a domestic helper in Hong Kong so she can move to Canada for better employment opportunities. She eventually meets the cocky but sweet bartender Ethan, Alden Richards, whose growing affection for Joy puts an end to his wayward womanizing. The two bond over their respective familial woes and professional dreams as expats with fluid conceptions of home. Before Joy departs for Canada, they confess their love and promise to meet again. Filipinos in Europe, get ready to immerse yourselves in the world of Ethan and Joy in Hello, Love, Again. Advertisement. Starring Alden Richards and Kathryn Bernardo, Hello, Love, Again is set to screen in France, Spain, Ireland, Finland, and Malta, beginning November 23rd in select cinemas. The sequel to the 2019 blockbuster hit Hello, Love, Goodbye has received a 96% popcorn meter rating from film and TV review website Rotten Tomatoes as of November 18th. Earlier, Katherine and Alden arrived in Los Angeles on Tuesday to promote the Hello, Love, Goodbye sequel. The film also set a box office record of $131 million gross in a single day on November 16th. The first collaboration movie between Star Cinema and GMA Pictures is historic in many ways. Over the weekend, Kathryn Bernardo and Alden Richards' film Hello, Love Again continued to make waves not only in the Philippines, but also abroad. In a report by Deadline Hollywood, the movie is now the biggest Filipino film of all time in North America after premiering with a staggering $2.4 million, through $140 million gross in the box office after opening in 248 theaters in the United States and Canada. That propelled HLA to the top 8 position of the U.S. box office, the first ever Pinoy film to do so. Meanwhile, in a report by producer Star Cinema, the film has breached the 566 million mark as of Monday, November 18th. The Hello, Love, Goodbye sequel also recorded the biggest single-day gross in local film history when it logged puffa 131 million on Saturday, November 16th. Amidst the current condition in multiple parts of the country that were severely affected by the 4 consecutive storms, Mars, Nika, Ophel, and Pepito, part of the film's profit will be donated to the victims. The Kathryn movie has been smashing records after another, as it kicked off its theatrical run with a record 656 cinemas in the Philippines screening the movie, with the figure inflated to over 1,000 once international screens have been accounted for, enabling it to claim the title of having the biggest opening day in local cinema. Directed by Cathy Garcia-Sampana, Hello, Love Again will see Kathryn Bernardo and Alden Richards reprisal of their respective roles as Joy, or Marie rather, and Ethan from Hello, Love, Goodbye. The movie's main setting has also been moved to Canada, with events happening 5 years after the story of the first movie that was shot in Hong Kong. Also part of the sequel film's cast are Joross Gamboa, Valerie Concepcion, Jenica Garcia, Jameson Blake, Jeffrey Tam, and Lovely Abella. When the film was released that year, it immediately went to the top of the box office charts and eventually cemented itself in Philippine cinema history upon becoming the highest-grossing Filipino film of all time. According to official box office records, Hello, Love, Goodbye had a worldwide gross of $880 million. It toppled Bernardo's previous movie, The House of Us, which she top-billed with Capamilya actor Daniel Padilla, which is the first movie to breach the $800 million mark. HLG held the distinction of being the top grosser until Star Cinema's 2023 Metro Manila Film Festival entry, Rewind, starring Ding Dong Dantes and Marian Rivera, took the spot in early January 2024. Kathryn Bernardo and Alden Richards have joined forces once more for Hello, Love Again, the sequel to 2019's landmark box office success, Hello, Love, Goodbye. The duo surprised audiences in the Philippines and around the world with their incredible chemistry in the firm film, which told the story of Joy, Bernardo, and Ethan Richards finding love as overseas workers in Hong Kong. The movie's ending begged for a cliffhanger, and 5 years later, fans finally get to learn what happened after Joy left Hong Kong for Canada. Hello, Love Again also welcomes back Kathy Garcia-Sampana, whose directorial vision had a big hand in the popularity of Hello, Love, Goodbye. The sequel brings viewers up to speed with Joy and Ethan's lives since their farewell, moving the action to Calgary once Ethan rejoins Joy, who now goes by Marie, to work and fight for their young love. Despite the changes they've both undergone in their personal and professional lives, as well as the uncertain status of their relationship, one thing remains clear. Joy and Ethan's feelings for one another are as steadfast as ever. Screen Rant interviewed Garcia-Sampana about the exciting she felt at reconnecting with Bernardo and Richards for Hello, Love Again. The director also shared her favorite aspects of filming the movie in Canada, her thoughts about Joy and Ethan's evolution, and her response to the idea of making a third movie in the Hello Omar love series. How long after Hello, Love, Goodbye was completed did you start working on the sequel? Did you always know there would be a sequel, or was its popularity the reason it happened? To be honest, as soon as Hello, Love, Goodbye came out, there was a big clamor already for part 2, and we also felt like, what if we follow Joy to Canada? But then it just ended there, and we went on with our lives, did other films, and the pandemic happened and everything. I didn't know that it was going to come sooner or later. It just came. One day they said, Cathy, I think it's time. And I said, let's do it. I would love to tell their story again. I mean, who wouldn't want to know what happened to Joy and Ethan? Did their love survive? Did they make it? I had the same questions. We got to know Joy and Ethan in Hong Kong last time, and now we get to see Joy's life in Canada. Can you talk about how filming that leg of the movie differed and what your favorite memories were there? I love Canada, and I especially love Calgary. When I went there, I thought, I just love this place because I love nature. It was spring, almost like the setting of the film, and I fell in love with the people of Canada. They're very kind and very patient. They were very accommodating of us, and it's a good thing they speak English so much. There wasn't as much of a challenge as far as language is concerned, the way there was when we filmed in Hong Kong. Culturally, there was much more struggle filming in Hong Kong than in Canada. Of course, you cannot get away from those cultural differences, but we managed. Other than that, there were actually not many difficulties in Canada. I just love the people there. And the Filipinos living there, too. I really enjoyed how the first sequence took us through those 5 years in between the movies. What can you say about Joy and Ethan's relationship and the growth that they've gone through at the start of the second film? Actually, that was one of the hardest parts, showing you what happened over 5 years in a very short time. In fact, I challenged myself when I told the writers, I want this told in 10 minutes or less. I have much more to tell in the span of 120 minutes, so I can only allot that much time. It was hard for everyone to allow the audience to experience the journey of the characters in such a short sequence. But I think with the help of good scripting and the performances of my actors, we did well in telling that story in a very short span of time. Hello, Love Again really explores the hardships Joy experiences in her new job. How does that lead to her becoming Marie? And what can you tell me about her life in Canada? It all started when we were conceptualizing what was going to happen next. We all thought, okay, what would Joy do? Who would Joy be after chasing dreams? What's next? I think everyone agreed that after a while that any person on that journey would say, hold on, what's next? What is next for me? I think we would hate Joy or Marie if she continues to just think of that side of her. It's time for her to look inside and find the joy within, who she is without success in her career, because there is nothing wrong with her. Part 1 was great. She chose the right thing, which was her career path. But then after a while, with the help of Martha, it's clear to her that life is more than just chasing after your dreams. At the end of the day, you look for that home and joy inside, wherever, whoever, or whatever that may be. You find that, and that makes you complete. Alden and Kathryn always tell me, and I can see it, that Kathryn is more like Ethan in real life, and vice versa. So it was actually hard for them. I will not spoil it, but there was a scene where I said, Alden, do you think you can do this? Well, yes, director, I can. And I say, really? Because the people I have interviewed won't. They'll say, not this. Alden can, but it was hard for him to be in the shoes of these other men who wouldn't. In the same way, Kathryn had to be very hardened, firm, and focused as Joy. I remember her telling me one time during a scene, oh, director, I forgave him already. Hold on, already? Why? She goes, make this the end of the movie. Let's not continue doing this anymore. Yes, they are very different from who they portray, and I must commend the two for embracing that difference and that difficulty. We held hands and trusted each other coming from hello, love, goodbye. We said, I want to see Joy and Ethan back on screen. And I think they did a good job because, after the post-production, I watched everything and was happy. I did not see Kathryn or Alden. I just saw Joy and Ethan once again. I was happy. Are you expecting to see them a third time? Might we go further down the hello, love path? I wouldn't say no to that, but I don't know. I think there's always another story to tell. We cannot really put a period to their story or their lives. It's always an ellipsis to me. After fighting for their love to conquer time, distance, and a global shutdown that keeps them apart, Joy and Ethan meet again in Canada, but realize that they have also changed a lot individually. We all know Gary Valenciano as Mr. Pure Energy, the guy who lights up every stage like he's a firework. But beyond the concert spotlight and hit songs, there's a fun and surprisingly relatable side to him that'll make you love him even more. In a rare moment, The music icon gave us a glimpse into his life through some of his most unforgettable firsts, from the first song that put him on the map to the sweet first time he held his grandchild. There's even a kitchen confession that proves Gary is just like us. Let's kick things off with a trip down memory lane. What did Gary vibe by with his very first paycheck? Well, he admits it's a bit of a blur. We get it, it's been over 40 years. But it's between two memorable purchases, either a second-hand car he bought from his dad or his very first piano, which he used to create some of his most beautiful and timeless hits, including Sana Maulit Muli and Take Me Out of the Dark. And the piano is still working after all these years, though he eventually passed it down to his kids. When asked to relive the first time he became a grandpa, Gary bursts into hearty laughter and says that's exactly how he felt in that moment. It's different, eh? When you have your baby, and then you go through life. You go through the ups and downs, and then your baby becomes a young man or a young woman. You share each other's experiences, and then they have a baby, reflects Gary, who is fondly called Poppy by his grandkids, because that was also his term of endearment for his mom's father, his grandpa from Puerto Rico. Voila, I was speechless, he recalls. Tapos habang hawak-hawak ko si Leia, tinitingnan ko yung anak ko, si Paolo, and I remembered when I was holding him like that also. In that tender full-circle moment, Gary whispered heartfelt words to the then-newborn Leia, the first child of Paolo Valenciano and wife Sam. Papi is going to love you forever. You will learn about that word as you go on in life. Life does not last forever, but Papi's love will. While music and performing are Gary's lifeblood, it's his role as a family man that serves as his ultimate anchor, especially during his health struggles. He would look at his kids doing well and realize life is still beautiful, so much more beautiful, despite the challenges. His eyes light up with pride as he speaks about his children, Paolo, Gabriel, and Kiana, each carving their own paths. Gary shares that they always knew Paolo had the music genes, so it was no surprise when he ventured into performing and even became part of the band Salamine, and, for a time, the frontman of the iconic River Maya. But somewhere along the way, the family noticed that he had an extraordinary vision, like his fascinating and insightful opinions about movie endings and comments on the visual aspects of films. They didn't expect, however, that he would eventually pursue a career as a director. Now, Gary couldn't be prouder of how well Paolo has done in his chosen field as a concert director, having worked on some of the country's biggest musical productions, including concerts for Regina Velasquez, River Maya, Ben and Ben, and the upcoming concert of J.K. Labajo. In fact, Paolo will also be directing Gary's own upcoming concert titled One More Time at the Araneta Coliseum this December 20th and 22. It's amazing to know that he is the way he is now, says Gary of his son. Meanwhile, Gabriel, or Gab, has taken after his dad's energetic soul. As former Senator Francis Kiko Pangilinan, Gab's godfather, puts it, if Gary is the pure energy, then Gab is the renewable energy, because he never seems to run out of zest for life. In case you didn't know, Gab is a professional racer, which totally reflects his thirst for adrenaline, adventure, and speed. But like his brother, Gab has inherited the creative bloodline as well. While Paolo is a master of directing concerts, Gab shines in producing videos. In fact, Gab passed on his skills to their youngest sibling, Kiana, in helping her edit the music video for one of her singles. It's amazing to see all three of them shine don sa mga talent na binigay sa kanila. It's not rolled into one, iba-iba. Paolo is into music and video production, and Kiana is a songwriter and singer. I can't ask for anything more, and I can't complain, expresses Gary. Meanwhile, his first ever single and his first hit English song was Hang On, written by his best friend in high school, Tats Faustino, with whom he had always dreamed of someday creating beautiful songs together. Tats turned that into a reality by composing Gary's debut single. However, the track that truly put Gary on the map, as he puts it, was Dina Natuto, written by the late Danny Javier of APO Hiking Society, and which stayed on the charts for almost a year, making it the record that catapulted him into fame and bigger success. Deemed one of the best Filipino movies of all time, the sequel, Hello Love Again, was released to critical acclaim on November 13th. Showing in 656 cinemas nationwide, the sequel broke the record for the widest release of a Filipino film. It earned PET 5 million on its first day, grossing PEP 70 million on its second. After this successful premiere, Star Cinema released the film in 1,100 cinemas worldwide. It set the record for a Filipino film's opening in the United States and Canada, earning $2.4 million within its first week. In a recent Instagram post, Star Cinema highlighted that it is one of the top 10 grossing movies in the US and the closing film for the Asian World Film Festival. When Hello, Love again hit the PHP 566 million mark at the box office on November 18th, Bernardo and Richards announced that a part of the film's proceeds would be donated to victims of the recent typhoons in the Philippines. Manila, Philippines, Hello, Love Again is not only making history in the Philippines. Over the weekend, the Filipino movie broke into the top 10 box office hits of North American theaters. In an AP report citing Comscore's estimated ticket sales from November 15th to November 17th, 2024 at US and Canadian theaters, Hello, Love Again earned $2.3 million in the said period, making it the 8th highest-grossing film of the weekend. On top of the list is Hollywood movie Red One with $34.1 million, followed by Venom: The Last Dance, $7.4 million, The Best Christmas Pageant Ever, $5.4 million, Heretic, $5.2 million, The Wild Robot, $4.3 million, Smile 2, $3 million, $2.9 million. Following Hello, Love Again and completing the top 10 are A Real Pain with $2.3 million and Anora at $1.8 million. Produced by ABS-CBN Films and GMA Pictures, Hello, Love Again sees Joy, Kathryn Bernardo, and Ethan, Alden Richards, strangers turned lovers in Hong Kong, anew. This time, they are navigating not only the complicated immigrant life in Canada, but also the remnants of their relationship. According to American entertainment website Variety.com, the movie has surpassed the performance of its predecessor, Hello, Love, Goodbye, which earned $1.99 million during its entire North American run in 2019. The website also revealed that Hello, Love Again secured the widest release ever for a Filipino production, 248 cinemas across the US and Canada. In the Philippines, Hello, Love Again has been reported to have already reached P520 million as of November 18th. The movie is now playing in 110 cinemas worldwide, including Australia, New Zealand, the US, Canada, Guam, Saipan, and London. By the end of the month, the movie will also be shown in Singapore, Malaysia, the Middle East, Cambodia, and Hong Kong. Hello, Love Again, starring Kathryn Bernardo and Alden Richards, has made another historic milestone as it debuted at number 8 in the U.S. box office, grossing over $2.4 million after it premiered in 248 sites. ABS-CBN Star Cinema and GMA Pictures' first film collaboration also marked the biggest opening record for a Filipino film, as well as the highest theater average over the weekend at $9,700. Hello, Love Again opened with a domestic box office gross of P85 million, the highest opening day record for a Filipino film. Within 3 days, it earned P245 million, including a single-day record of over P90 million in ticket sales. The film, directed by Cathy Garcia-Sampana, is currently showing in 1,000 cinemas worldwide, including the US, Canada, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, Guam, and Saipan. It will also premiere in Singapore, Malaysia, the Middle East, Cambodia, and Hong Kong this month. Hello, Love Again is the sequel to 2019 blockbuster Hello, Love, Goodbye. Alden Richards and Kathryn Bernardo are back, swapping out the Hong Kong locales of the previous film to continue Ethan and Joy's star-crossed love story in picturesque Canada. When we last saw them, Ethan and Joy had acknowledged the realities of their situation as overseas Filipino workers. With practicality winning out over emotion, the former dedicated himself to establishing his own bar in Hong Kong, while the latter made her way to Canada in hopes of building a better life for her and her family. The film's ending left the door open for a future relationship, so the notion of a sequel made sense. Directed by Kathy Garcia-Sampana, the film opens in Calgary, a literal world away from the concrete canyons and steel spires of Hong Kong. The pandemic has taken its toll on the woman formerly known as Joy. Joy is gone, she intones at one point. Far from the person she was 5 years ago, Marie, as she is now known, continues to pursue her career to become a practicing nurse. She's driven, practical, and single-minded, except when it comes to Ethan. Just as the previous film shone a light on the hardships faced by our OFWs in Hong Kong, Hello, Love Again does a good job of showcasing the dynamics of immigrant workers in Canada. Where it disappoints is in flipping the lessons learned the last time around in the name of generating conflict between the main characters. In Hello, Love, Goodbye, Joy was no lovesick waif. She knew what she wanted and how to get it, which makes her depiction here somewhat of a head-scratcher. The Filipino ability to endure hardship is often euphemistically referred to as resiliency, and in the case of Joy, this could be applied to the choices she and Ethan made in the pursuit of their respective goals. Here, that so-called resiliency just makes her look like a sucker for punishment, as Ethan does little to show he deserves her affection in the first place. Hello, Love Again is the sequel to 2019 blockbuster Hello, Love, Goodbye. Alden Richards and Kathryn Bernardo are back, swapping out the Hong Kong locales of the previous film to continue Ethan and Joy's star-crossed love story in picturesque Canada. When we last saw them, Ethan and Joy had acknowledged the realities of their situation as overseas Filipino workers. With practicality winning out over emotion, the former dedicated himself to establishing his own bar in Hong Kong, while the latter made her way to Canada in hopes of building a better life for her and her family. The film's ending left the door open for a future relationship, so the notion of a sequel made sense. Directed by Cathy Garcia-Sampana, the film opens in Calgary, a literal world away from the concrete canyons and steel spires of Hong Kong. The pandemic has taken its toll on the woman formerly known as Joy. Joy is gone, she intones at one point. Far from the person she was 5 years ago, Marie, as she is now known, continues to pursue her career to become a practicing nurse. She's driven, practical, and single-minded, except when it comes to Ethan. Joy Kathryn Bernardo does the heavy lifting here. Ethan, Alden Richards, does little to show he deserves love, much less a second chance after what he did. ABS-CBN Star Cinema YouTube. Just as the previous film shone a light on the hardships faced by our OFWs in Hong Kong, Hello, Love Again does a good job of showcasing the dynamics of immigrant workers in Canada. Where it disappoints is in flipping the lessons learned the last time around in the name of generating conflict between the main characters. In Hello, Love, Goodbye, Joy was no lovesick waif. She knew what she wanted and how to get it, which makes her depiction here somewhat of a head-scratcher. The Filipino ability to endure hardship is often euphemistically referred to as resiliency, and in the case of Joy, this could be applied to the choices she and Ethan made in the pursuit of their respective goals. Here, that so-called resiliency just makes her look like a sucker for punishment, as Ethan does little to show he deserves her affection in the first place. Hello, Love Again catches up with Ethan and Joy 5 years after Hello, Love, Goodbye's open ending. ABS-CBN Star Cinema, YouTube. This isn't to say the acting is bad, as the performances are top-notch. Richards and Bernardo have chemistry to spare and are able to pack more into meaningful looks and silences than any number of monologues. Where the narrative once centered around the sacrifices our OFWs make for their families, Hello, Love Again adds a layer on how isolating being in a foreign land can be. What made the previous movie work was the strength of its conviction in not letting the main characters have their storybook ending. It was an unconventional, but a realistic take on the traditional Pinoy romantic drama dynamic, altogether affecting turn of events that elevated Ethan and Joy from lead characters into actual people. Hello, Love Again turns that conviction on its head, taking a reductive approach to the choice Marie ultimately makes. It's one thing that her decision stems from an elderly patient's nostalgic dementia, but given what Ethan did to cause her crisis of faith in the first place, is nigh unforgivable. Happy ending notwithstanding, it doesn't take an expert to know that it takes more than sweeping declarations and sweet nothings to heal the wounds of a trust lost. It's an all-too-easy out for a franchise that started on a strong footing, eschewing authenticity for instant, however fleeting gratification. But then, maybe this was the point, and we'll be checking in on these characters again in another 5 years. After all, if they were able to double back on the circumstances and characterizations of the 2019 original, who knows what surprises its possible next installment could hold. Bernardo and Richards reprise their unforgettable characters, Joy and Ethan, in Hello, Love Again, and Kathy Garcia-Sampana returns to direct the much-anticipated sequel. Abramorama will release Hello, Love Again in theaters across the U.S. and Canada on November 15th. The film will have the widest North American release ever for a Filipino film. Hello, Love Again is set 5 years on from when Joy, Kathryn Bernardo, said goodbye to Ethan, Alden Richards, and Hong Kong to pursue her dreams in Canada. After fighting for their love to conquer the time, distance, and a global shutdown that kept them apart, Joy and Ethan meet again in Canada but realize that they have also changed a lot, individually. As they rediscover each other, they navigate the complexities of their new lives, finding romance and connection amidst the changes. The screenplay for Hello, Love Again was written by Carmi Raymundo and Crystal S. San Miguel, from a story by Raymundo, San Miguel, and Olivia Lamasan. Hello, Love Again was produced by Kukai Labayen. Executive producers are ABS-CBN Films head Chris Gasman, alongside Annette Gozon and Carlo Katigbak. ABS-CBN Films head Chris Gasman said, "We're thrilled to be working with Abramorama and sharing Hello, Love Again with U.S. and Canadian audiences and showcasing the amazing performances from Catherine and Alden. Hello, Love Again has a unique opportunity to connect with a wide range of audiences through its themes of cultural pride, love, and personal growth. This is the homecoming audiences deserve, and there is real excitement around how Joy and Ethan choose to end their epic story." Abramorama's president and head of international distribution Evan Saxon added, "Our team is ecstatic to collaborate with ABS-CBN Films and share Hello, Love Again with audiences in North America. This is the perfect opportunity for our cinema partners to bring in multicultural audiences as the exhibition community continues to look for a more diverse slate of films for their consumers. We look forward to seeing the peer-to-peer marketing as fans post on socials how much they truly enjoy Hello, Love Again." Hello, Love Again marked the first collaboration on a film between ABS-CBN's film production outfit Star Cinema and GMA Network's film production company GMA Pictures. Parent companies ABS-CBN and GMA have collaborated on several television series to date as part of a broader content production partnership. Star Cinema produced the highest-grossing Filipino film of all time, Rewind, which earned nearly $17 million at the global box office. Manila, Philippines, more than a month before it hits theaters, tickets to the Kathryn Bernardo and Alden Richards sequel movie, Hello, Love Again, can now be bought. SM Cinema has opened its ticketing outlets and app for those who want to buy tickets to the movie, which will hit theaters on November 13th. Hello, Love Again is the sequel to the 2019 hit Hello, Love, Goodbye. Hello, Love Again continues to follow the love story of Ethan, Alden, and Joy, Catherine, who met and fell in love in Hong Kong. 5 years since Joy left Ethan in Hong Kong, they meet again in Canada. The cast and crew of the upcoming sequel has wrapped filming in Canada last month. Hello, Love Again is the first film collaboration between GMA Pictures and Star Cinema. Love Again in theaters with others who are open to it fresh from the first ever midnight screening. Here I am holding my thoughts about Hello, Love Again, the moving follow-up to the 2019 blockbuster. Film Hello, Love, Goodbye is now officially open worldwide today. Hello, Love Again, after years of being Art, Joy, and Ethan are reunited in Canada in this film, which continues their story. The film introduces a more sophisticated and nuanced interplay between the two, while retaining the emotional heart of its predecessor. Before you proceed, here is my review of Hello, Love, Goodbye 2019. Initially, I was curious how the Canada storyline will unfold and what new conflicts will eyes as Joy and Ethan navigate this unfamiliar territory. Together reminds me of the 2004 film Milan by Olivia Leeson, when Leno Pascal followed Jenny Claudine Barreto, and how hard it is for Filipinos carry on with their lives. Will they face challenges related to career aspirations or the emotional toll of being far from home? Well, it didn't disappoint. The film is a testament to the power of storytelling, where the art of omission often speaks louder than explicit exposition. I'm very impressed with how they played on the time element. The film's masterful play with time, weaving past, present, and future, creates a captivating narrative that keeps the audience engaged. I was very intrigued how Joy transformed as Marie is crucial to the film's narrative. Her journey from a struggling lone last to a self-assured individual is marked by pain, loss, and introspection. Her expressive eyes, devoid of dialogue, convey her complex emotions, making her transformation palpable and inspiring. Trust me when I tell you, I might have familiarized myself with all of her nuances in front of the camera here. Kathryn delivers a career-defining performance, showcasing her exceptional talent and solidifying her status as an undisputed acting powerhouse. This role is the epitome of her artistry. Testament to her unwavering dedication and passion, Ethan's for resonated deeply. With me, his struggle, loss, and pain mirror the universal human experience of striving for dreams only to be confronted by harsh reality. His character's arc is a poignant reminder of life's unpredictability. He is a victim of his own helplessness that life mandated of him. Alden gave this role a performance to remember, not just the Taisoy-looking lad, but an important artist in the industry. It was direct. Cathy's magic, both for Kathryn and Alden, to create this artistry in this lifetime. It was amazing while carrying their own baggages. I like how the film also highlighted the role of a breadwinner, of a sad, self-sufficient one can do just to provide for the family. I think this is where most of us Pinot can relate to. There were some familiar places in the film, like of Joross' funny but already used form of comic. He was perfect when he did the same from John Lloyd. Sarah trilogy could have been different attack, but he cracked the theft. Crowd up. I give him that and a tonin. You amused me with your cluelessness of life. That's a small but great addition on the side. Watch out for Tunon. The film presents the most realistic pandemic arc ever told in a Filipino film. The pandemic, an unrelenting tempest that ravaged the world, changed our world and our lives irrevocably. It made us face our mortality, the transience of life, and the value of interpersonal relationships with joy. And Ethan, it challenged and left a lasting impression in their hearts and served as a sobering reminder of the transience of life by taking lives, relationships, and dreams poor, souls getting the life belt in their ages. I believe the film not only highlights the sacrifices of OFWs, but also delves deeper into the emotional complexities of their experiences. We learn from the pandemic how important it is to live life to the fullest, to express love openly, and to treasure every moment. It stoked a fire within of us, a resolve to live a life full of meaning, kindness, and thankfulness in remembrance of the people we lost for joy. And Ethan, it defined how home means to them. It is how it brought them to where they want to be, where they want to end. And I like how it ended. It gave hope. It sealed fate. Hello, Love Again is a beautiful example of how a well-written story can resonate with audiences on a profound level. It's a reminder that sometimes less is more, and that the art of storytelling lies in the delicate balance of revealing and concealing it. Is a heartwarming and poignant film that celebrates the sacrifices made by oneself, particularly in it is a testament to the enduring power of love, the importance of family, and the pursuit of dreams with its stellar performances. Strong storytelling and emotional depth. This film is a must-watch for anyone who appreciates heartfelt cinema. Please, watch it in cinemas so you can allow yourself to the ugly crying that you expect to do. Unlike Hong Kong, Canada, or us is a sought-after destination for Filipinos. However, the path to success abroad is not easy, especially during the pandemic years. It requires resilience and sacrifice, as one must balance the pursuit of opportunity with the longing for home. This journey serves as a poignant reminder of what truly matters in life. Also, if I may commend the film's product placements were seamlessly integrated into the narrative, enhancing the viewing experience without feeling intrusive. It's a testament to the filmmaker's skill in balancing storytelling and commercial considerations. Hello, Love Again might follow a traditional Love Conquers Alts theme, yet it takes an unconventional path set against the stunning wintry landscape of Canada. The story unfolds, not in some faraway fairy tale, but in the very real struggles and triumphs of its characters. Although some might have expected the couple's journey to reach New York or another far-off local, the setting serves to underscore that Joy's true journey is about recognizing where and with whom she truly belongs, even as she temporarily reinvents herself as Marie. She realizes it isn't change in location or identity that fulfills her, but the return to the love and purpose Ethan reignites in her. Ethan's arc is equally compelling. He arrives in Canada with nothing but determination to start anew. His character's resilience is a quiet but powerful reminder that rebuilding oneself can lead to rediscovering what truly matters. Together, Joy and Ethan's becomes a testament to the idea that love, no matter how far it wanders, finds its way home. Adding further depth to Joy and Ethan's journey is a soundtrack that mirrors the emotional arc of the film Paji by TJ Monter, and KZ Tandingen serves as the movie's musical heartbeat, with its tender lyrics echoing the silent promise of love that, though tested by time and distance, remains unbreakable. The song's bridge, reserved for the climax of the story, is a masterstroke arriving precisely when words are unnecessary. And all that's left is the enduring pull between Joy and Ethan, summing up their journey in an achingly beautiful crescendo. And then there's Kung Di Rin Lai by December Avenue and Moradel T, whose haunting melody stirs a bittersweet nostalgia, reminding us of the pair's early love story in Hong Kong. The song, like a memory that won't fade, lingers in the background, rekindling old feelings of love and loss as Joy and Ethan face the question, is it truly possible to go back to what was, while the film's storytelling and chemistry shine? One area that could have added more depth is the cinematography. Fans of the original, Hello Love, Goodbye will fondly remember iconic shots like that unforgettable balcony scene where the framing itself became a character, enhancing the romance and intimacy between Joy and Ethan in Hello Love. Again, there are moments that feel visually captivating, yet they fall short of the strikingly poetic imagery that had made the original so memorable, though beautifully shot. Some scenes could have benefited from the same level of visual intimacy moments that hold you in a frame, as if time itself is pausing for these two souls. With a record-breaking P85M opening day, Hello Love Again has resonated deeply with audiences both in the Philippines and abroad. This film reaffirms that true love is not about place, wealth, or even timing, but about the people who make us feel most like ourselves. Home, as Joy and Ethan realize, isn't a place at all. It's each other. Other information about this film. In 2019, Filipino cinema would release a film that quickly became the highest-grossing Filipino movie of all time. Hello Love, Goodbye told the love story of a bartender and a domestic helper in Hong Kong that ended when she caught a plane to Canada to chase her dreams. It starred Kathryn Bernardo and Alden Richards, whose careers shot upwards partly thanks to the film. Ever since the film's release, fans have clamored for more, wanting to know what happened to the couple afterwards. And with the release of Hello Love, again, they finally get their wish. A lot has happened in the lives of Joy Kathryn Bernardo and Ethan Alden Richards in the 5 years after Joy left for Calgary. The duo tried to make a go of it after her departure, but it wasn't meant to be. He couldn't live in Calgary and work monotonous jobs while she couldn't move back to Hong Kong and leave her dreams behind. A bitter breakup left them estranged from one another. When Ethan's bar goes out of business, he finds himself moving to Calgary to try make a go of things once again. Joy, however, has moved on and only wants to focus on her dreams. She is willing to help her former partner out, however, and pretend they are a common law couple long enough for Ethan to get his permanent residency. It's a plan that just might draw the pair back together, or it could put a wedge between them that can never be removed. There's no denying the chemistry between Bernardo and Richards, even when their characters are at odds. There's something about them that you just want to see succeed in. In fact, it's so strong that it's hard to separate real life from fiction at times. The film's story is also very realistic and not clouded in fantasy like a lot of Hollywood rom-coms. Are the couple face real-world issues and react like normal people would, in a time when there is a lot of talk about immigration and the difficulties people face when coming to a new country. This film gives you a view from their perspective, while the film is mostly enjoyable. Hello Love, again, does have some issues throughout a large majority of the film. A soundtrack plays just a little too loudly. In fact, there are hardly any silent scenes, which can get a little annoying, especially at the beginning, when you aren't quite used to it. The film also could have been cut down a little bit to make the story tighter. Although it only runs slightly longer than 2 hours, it needs to be 15 minutes or so shorter. When you get close to the end, you can really start to feel the length on the whole. Hello, Love Again is a cute romantic film that is engaging and will undoubtedly bring out large crowds once again. In fact, it will probably break the record of its predecessor. Women will undoubtedly enjoy it more, but men won't feel too badly watching it as well. It's a great date night film. Even if you don't speak Tagalog, Joy has changed, but the screenplay, now solely penned by Raymundo and Crystal Hazel San Miguel, who took over after Kathy Garcia-Sana, formerly Kathy Garcia Molina, the first installment, understands that most of the movie's fans haven't this know your customer and approach is clear in Hello, Love Again, which is more interested in giving fans of the two biggest fandoms in the country a vanilla-flavored closure that, depending on how you view it, can feel like a bland ending or a blank canvas for a more flavorful third installment. I was excited to enter the cinema because I liked its predecessor very much. Hello, Love, Goodbye, the film that did the possible by putting together Kathryn Bernardo and Alden, both at the time coming from fandoms known for their overprotective nature, was a breath of fresh air. It offered a bold take that could have easily jeopardized its carefully cultivated public image in Hello, Love Again, where two of the biggest film production outfits in the Philippines unite to give fans the closure they've been craving for 5 long years. The boldness, while still palpable, is more measured, ensuring it also caters to moviegoers who put them joy and enjoy in the most conventional way. Running for 2 hours, Hello, Love Again can feel somewhat overstretched for something that strives to hold itself together while adhering to a familiar formula. But can we blame a movie, especially one whose predecessor was once the highest-grossing film in the country, for taking its time to prove it has something to say? Well, how you interpret it could determine whether it feels like a drawn-out exercise in validation or a well-earned assertion of its worth. Either way, this effort to prove itself is paid off. As early reports indicate, Hello, Love Again has set a new record for the highest opening gross of a local movie, earning 85 million pesos on its first day. I like the film's non-linear structure. In the beginning, it kept us guessing about what Ethan did to make Joy change. Furthermore, the film cleverly integrates the COVID-19 pandemic into the storyline in a way that surprised me. When Hello, Love, Goodbye was first released, no one could have predicted the scale of the pandemic that would follow. Yet the way it was later incorporated into the sequel feels like a brilliant, unexpected twist that enhances the narrative, adding depth and relevance in a way that feels both timely and satisfying. Hello, Love Again can feel a bit convoluted, juggling the old and new supporting characters. While I understand their purpose, it can leave someone like me, who's simply here to see what happens next for Joy, and Ethan feeling lost in a sea of side stories. But every time the movie quiets the noise and dims the lights, it shines. The film's strength lies in its relatability, especially when you focus on the two main characters and connect with their flawed decisions and the self-made problems they create. You don't expect them to be perfect, just human. And in their imperfections, you find a deeper sense of connection because we all have our own messy moments. More details: the deeply moving love story that is Hello, Love Again was released in theaters and for streaming platforms on the 13th of November 2024, directed by an Oscar-awarded director. The film has managed to win the hearts of many, and also the critics, thanks to its touching plot, stunning imagery, and compelling actors' performances. We will focus on many aspects of the film in this blog, including the release date, where the film was shot, and the music used in the film. The wait is over. The day has come. When the much-awaited Indian film Hello, Love Again was unveiled Friday the 13th of November 2024, the release was particularly strategic, coming just in time for the holidays, giving fans of romantic movies an opportunity to see it. A wide range of marketing strategies for the movie was employed, including the international premiere of the movie with the main stars, as well as its active promotion on Facebook and Twitter, which helped achieve impressive box office receipts. At the outset, the film was shot in a number of beautiful locations, both local and foreign. The main focus of the scene is the scenic region of Tuscany in Italy, which is characterized by hilly terrains, beautiful regions filled with grapes, and ancient buildings. These beautiful views suit the love story of the movie very well. Also, vital moments were filmed in cities like New York, which shows the difference between the serene Italian fields and the busy American city. The soundtrack, which features sincere love songs and fun, bouncy tracks, matches the film's emotional content and romantic storyline perfectly. Various songs composed by an outstanding music director have become an essential element of the film itself. It's no secret that tracks such as Eternal Embrace and Whispers of Love have been blared on the radio and enjoyed by many people throughout the country. Love Loss and Finding One's Love, again, are some of the most memorable themes that the frost-in words of a famous lyricist depicts in their songs. The special touch behind Hello, Love Again is the director herself, Laura Whitman. She is known for powerful storytelling and strong performances in her films. This time, Laura proved her ability to direct the project into the desired shape according to the instructions. Every detail of every scene's depiction as a close-up is explained through elements of people's emotions, so the plot can be so close, alive, exercising his creativity in the development of the film himself, regardless of the fundamental role. Played by producers in film creation, the outstanding David Green partnered up for this film, which is renowned for high-class cinema. It is important to highlight David's importance in the industry and his willingness to pursue unique stories as the sources of the film's excellence. Thanking him, we shall make a movie, Hello, Love Again. It has been produced with a great deal of precision and is a complete package from both an artistic as well as a market perspective. A week or so prior to the release of the film, the trailer of Hello, Love Again was released, creating a lot of buzz and expectations. Watching the trailer gives an impression of the high emotions and visual appeal of the film as it features parts of the lead characters, journey, picturesque places, and musical pieces that support the scenes. It manages to create anticipation for the film and encourages people to come and watch the complete narrative onto the cinema. The anonymous plot of Hello, Love Again follows Emily, a successful author who decides to return to her home in Tuscany after a disastrous relationship. While trying to cope with her past and looking for her future, she surprisingly meets with Michael, the man she used to love. The plot skillfully tells the story of love, lost love found, and love sometimes needing to be redefined as Emily and Michael balance their many feelings with grudges and intricacies as filmed close and sometimes funny events. The film depicts their fight for recovery and love. Once again, Hello, Love Again is great cinematic treasure with an excellent dosage of romance, drama, and feeling. The film stands out not only because of its captivating plot, but also its picturesque settings and remarkable actors, making it a love story and a story of hope for second chances. If you are a lover of romantic dramas or simply in search for a movie that can leave a feeling, within Hello, Love Again is a must-see. This film, directed by Cathy, Garcia-Sampana, screenplay by Raymundo, Crystal Hazel San Miguel, story by Raymundo, Crystal Hazel San Miguel, Olivia M. Lemon, produced by Kathryn, starring Kathryn Bernardo, Alden Richards, cinematography, Noel Tanky, edited by Maria Ignacio, music by Jesse Laden, production companies VBN Studios, GMA Pictures, distributed by Star Cinema, release date November 13, 2024, running time 122 minutes, country Philippines, language Filipino, box office 245 million Cuban pesos. So guys, this is the review of Hello, Love Again movie and some information about it. How do you like our today's video? Please let us know by commenting. And if you like this video, please like it, share it, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.